Hello, everybody. Welcome to the NSFW Cleveland podcast. My name is Chris Paugh.
I am John Armstrong.
You're watching this on a different channel. We've moved over to my channel, the Idiot Box Cult. I got some stand-up and other podcasts on this one. Hopefully you follow us over here if you're some of the people that watched before, but this seems easier. Like we don't talk about roast battle a whole lot, so it just didn't make sense to
Gives us our own island to play on. Not that roast battle wasn't an island to play on. Gives stupid people like me easier access to find it too.
Well, yeah, and this is more. This channel is more like pop culture based. Like the other show is a Beavis and Butthead podcast. And then stand up and stuff, and I think Tabitha's gonna do some movie podcast thing on the channel.
Nice.
So it's, I don't know, subscribe. I'll be building it out and stuff over the next year. I have a bunch of things that are coming, but yeah. So that's the setup. That's why you're here on this channel now. If you're coming here from the Beavis and Butthead podcast, just be aware this is a lot more political and
we don't try to be.
We don't try to be. It just happens.
We live in political times, man. But we don't try to be. I want to talk about dicks and pussies on here.
Yeah, it's dirtier. We'll talk about we curse a lot more.
We do. We say the word.
The idea of the podcast was we're both in our mid-40s and we fucking hate.
We're yelling at clouds.
Yeah, we're just yelling at clouds and the younger comics in the scene.
We were literally doing that before we started recording this, as far as a trip that Chris just took to an unnamed city where there was some good things going on, but also just some, comedy.
No, I will. In very vague. I was just in Austin for roast battle. I enjoy Austin. I've been there a couple of times now for the roast battle at the mothership.
Never been.
And it is there is an evil in that city. There are things that definitely suck about it and about going there. If you've seen the elephant graveyard videos, do you know about these?
Oh yeah, I told you about it.
You did? Okay, yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, yes,
that
you're right.
Because
you're absolutely right.
You were saying you like part of it, but some of it was a little too.
Yeah, you brought it up first. Having been there, I see it, dude. I talked to a couple of locals that have also been watching them and stuff, and people that know some of the people involved that were like, oh yeah, I love that shit. I love Elephant Graveyard.
I love how Austin is they call it, it's like the weird kind of liberal hippie place for Texas, but
it's really not.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Texas being Texas, it's still Texas. So liberal to them, it's
Yeah, they don't shoot every minority they see, so they're like, they're a bunch of.
It's like calling Nick Fuentes a liberal because he goes against. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ignore all the other stuff.
Or
Tucker
Carlson's gone woke.
Yeah. Nick Fuentes, Tucker Carlson,
it's
Owens,
you know what else it is?
They all have a slight breaking from the pack, so they seem like the sane.
The other factor to that is the fact that now, especially for comedy tourism, the people that are going to Austin to see comedy that you know what I mean, part of their vacation is they want to go, make the pilgrimage to the mothership and see, those comics. Those people are from very red cities,
they want to see the machine, and then they're there at the actual mothership.
Yeah,
so
they want to go support the free speech.
Yeah, dude, bread and circuses, man.
It is. You have to go through all kinds of metal detectors to get in. Even if you're a comic, if you're not a famous comic, you're like not there. We don't go in the green room.
Yeah. You don't
But
want to be. You don't want to be the John Wilkes Booth of the of the Rogan sphere.
don't even joke about it. I have to go back. I don't want to be on a list.
No, you'll be fine. It'll be a good time. I hear good things. You know what I mean? I think it's
fun,
like
man. I will say that performing for these kind of people is fun. They laugh at all kinds of dumb shit, and they're like, it. They're very game. The one and only thing I will give like conservative, like the red pilled people, is they're a little bit more willing to laugh at themselves than liberals usually are.
yeah.
'Cause they, if something's funny and it's about them, they'll still laugh at most Trump jokes. But if unless they think you're doing it
If
from a
you're
certain
white
place.
telling this.
I did see someone kill making fun of a Kamala down there too,
Yeah.
which was like not her directly, but like a Kamala voter and like something. It was implying that they were all pussies was the joke, but
No, in front of a lot of liberal audiences, one of the problems is like that whole I don't, want to be a part of punching down on anyone. So anything that's perceived to be that way, they'll kind of try to shy away from that.
you know what? Now a conservative crowd will go the other way and like perceive that you are punching down, and they'll laugh more.
Oh yeah, lean into it.
And then
yeah,
if
yeah.
you like, I've had that where I had to be like, I think I've talked about this before, but I had some joke about Obama like back when I started like 2013 or something, and I noticed like the type of people that were laughing at it. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
Maybe
When it
I'm,
starts feeling like a rally and you start getting them hoots and hollers along with the laughs, yeah.
Yeah, they're are they laughing because of my shaved head? And
But that's the thing, like you said, like conservatives would be more willing to laugh, which they are, but then you get them into this laughing and you keep talking about certain topics and you get close enough to something that's dear to them and they'll turn quicker on a dime.
I will
and just
say,
be like, this is all, yeah.
anything that's like that references like actually being gay or bisexual, they will like,
Oh yeah.
they fucking their butt, you can hear the air
Oh yeah.
leave the room from like sucking inside of their assholes. I've watched so many like middle-aged dudes like that were clearly kind of like suburban, like just start rubbing their, like where they're like physically reacting to me being like, yeah, I'm bisexual and this, and then
You
doing
can
my
feel
jokes.
all the grinder apps being deleted.
They're
in the audience, like.
they're in the just physically, like literally, like shrinking up and like doing this, like their forehead sweat is like they're
the
angry.
crossed arms
Yeah.
and then looking at you, or
They're
them
jealous
looking
that
down.
I can say it out loud.
Yeah, it's so weird, man. I don't know. Comedy is weird like that, but we were talking before we started recording. I had some recent sets because I've been doing some political shit because I speak the real. But I've had some that went well and some that haven't went well, and I had to remind myself, I'm like, John, this isn't for everybody, and that's kind of the purpose of the joke. So when you lose half the room, you can't do the whole, well, how can I mean, of course, how can I make this joke better? I do need to do that too. I'm not, it's not like they come out fully formed. But the other part of it too is like it's the nature of the joke that everybody isn't going to get it, and it is going to rub certain people the wrong way. And what is your, just knowing your real intention behind that. But this, I don't know. Maybe this just comes with time, with being in this for as the years go on. I'm still relatively on the newer side, but like
I don't think you are.
I'm about to. Well, I not till
Like
I hit
10
double.
years?
9.
9?
I'm about to hit double. 9.5. But I guess when I hit double digits, but I don't know. I think you just.
No.
I don't want to fall into that being sensitive comic, like, oh, I can't say this and blah 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 blah. But I still want to be able to articulate, like, I notice when I say certain things that blah blah blah. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. I feel like my thing about this has always been like the free speech warriors that are like,
Warriors.
yeah, uh,
Got a
the
sword made of
truth
microphones.
tellers. Yeah, they got open their coat. They've got holsters with mics in them. They got
Even
two long boom mics, like
even if I gotta
swords.
talk like Stephen Hawking, you will get these jokes.
uh,
Uh,
it's like, what is the best possible outcome? Like, let's say that you're a grape joke guy,
Ooh.
and you're like, yeah, man, I can make anything funny. I'm gonna talk about that. I'll talk about it. Like, all right, so you get you come up with the perfect rape joke. You're that guy now. You're the guy that has the best grape joke. I don't want to screw up our YouTube
The
algorithm.
Yeah.
Uh,
Essay. You get what we mean.
yeah, and
Someone's down, the other one's
that's
not.
it. That's your legacy. You're the guy that did that. Like, why is that? Why do you even want that? What is the point of that?
Because it's cool, man. Because everybody else, like, they can't do it, but, like, I show that I can do it, and then I'm just, like, insert comic
Yeah.
that I'm nothing like.
Yeah.
I become
It
George
might not be
Carlin or
funny
Dave
then.
Chappelle or who's a white red pill comic that every, like, red pill guy looks up to.
Well, I guess Louis now, but I think that those people would also disagree with a lot of things that Louis has talked about.
Yeah, that's why
on
you
his
can't
album.
stay on Louis if you're on that mindset. Because as much shitty as
He's very liberal,
thoughts,
really.
yeah, that Louis can have, one of the things that makes him a really good comic is he is self-deprecating. He's reflective. He shows vulnerability, and you know what I mean. And he doesn't err on the side of power in his jokes. You know what I mean. You know, all his other, watch me jerk off, notwithstanding, and even alluding to it in jokes about how he loves jerking off. But yeah, but it's the same. I mean, these people have very little self-awareness. That's why they'll quote George Carlin and think that he's on their side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then they keep going down that road. And, when did he become woke? So that's why they can't say I'm a person like a Louis C.K.
For me, it's like, who the hell thinks that George Carlin would be pro-ICE?
Well, because
who fucking thinks George Carlin would be pro
because
Trump?
they
You think that's Carlin's
hear
guy?
an angry man pointing out shitty things the government is doing, and they're like, "Fuck yeah." And then they hear him
Ugh.
shitting on people, and they're like, "Fuck yeah!" And they hear him like having these very, like, fuck these people, just all this, and that's all they hear. The thing I got reminded of fairly recently is it sucks to tell human beings this, but sexism, racism, homophobia, like things like that, are signs of low intelligence. I mean, it's an objective thing. Now, it sucks to tell people that because you know what I mean, nobody wants to be told that they're ignorant or something like that, but it's literally a symptom of that.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So that's why a lot of these people can't tell, because
It's
they even I saw something about that. Even if you can read, like, you can't comprehend what you're reading. That's why some of the jokes go over these people. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The whole we just
I
found out Homelander's a bad guy thing. Like,
was this Zach Durs another guy that used to do comedy here that I think you probably know posted something about that, a video where he was like, I just read this fact and I can't stop thinking, like,
what was it?
it was that when they say like America has like an 8th grade average reading comprehension level, they're not talking about like just reading words and sounding them out. They're talking about like taking in the full context of a written word
Yeah.
on like a like and comprehending the the author and what walk of
The
life the author
intention.
is
Yeah.
from,
Yeah.
you know, their perspective and the why are they writing these words, what does this mean to that, to the person writing it, and you know what is like the punctuation like
Yeah. What's the tone?
imply
What's the
about the
intention of
tone
everything?
and
We're so propagandized that we don't even know it. So even to even be able to sift through that at this point is it takes a little bit of something because we're such frog in the boiling water that we don't realize how hot it is. But yeah, that not being able to read past an 8th grade level does not help that because you're not discerning anything that you're consuming. You're just taking things at well, I was gonna say you're taking things at face value, but not even necessarily that. You might go in a different direction because you think it's saying this, but it's saying that.
yeah, no, they'll take it and completely misunderstand it and not even factor in like, you know, who was the writer, who was like what was the purpose, where was it like everything that actually like the full context of a written word
Yeah.
is like should be important. That's why like you look at a writing on the wall of a cave, you have to understand these were primitive people that
Yeah.
lived in caves that wrote this.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like if they drew something that looks like a flying saucer, that could be their interpretation of a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like you
Or
don't know what the hell they were talking
or
about.
even beyond that, us like interpreting them like maybe maybe this was these paintings were just some bored dude. Like maybe this person isn't
Yeah.
reflective of the society, or maybe like you said, this is some abstract thing, and they're not. You know what I mean? Like it would
Yeah,
be like
this is a comic book for them as far as you know.
right, right. Like all of the sophisticated art got destroyed, and this is the only thing that's left over. But through our eyes, we're projecting our society onto them. So we're like, well, they must
But it's
be
and
blah 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 blah.
it's that context of understanding like, oh, this was written at this time and everything, that's
Yeah.
like the difference between a normal intelligent person
Yeah.
and like one of these fucking assholes on Ancient Aliens that think that like some weird drawing from an old
Yeah.
pyramid is absolute proof that they
Yeah.
had electricity back then.
Yeah.
Like that's all the context, the difference and shit like that.
Well, people also have these dogmatic patterns of thought too, to where when they do get outside information, if it doesn't, go with their already established worldview, they automatically reject it. And that's what a lot of this shit comes from too, where people are just like, oh, this is, just rebelling against all this stuff because you've already got your mind made up before you open a book or turn anything on that the world is this, and I'm done with new information here, and you're either going to vibe with the information I already have, or if it goes against what I already believe,
like it's gonna
then it's
reinforce it, or
then I gotta fucking Steven Crowder change my mind and all of your bullshit.
yeah. That's such a weird, like, that is automatically a low intelligence place to argue from. The change my mind. That's all, you're already at a base level of, like, I will not accept new information.
Yeah.
The,
Of
like,
all places, I still remember hearing this. It was when I used to watch the Joe Rogan Experience. This is some years ago at this point, but he was talking about Skeptic magazine and how it's good to be a skeptic, but if your entire business model is being a skeptic, then everything that somebody presents to you, you're going to be the yin to that yang, you know what I mean? So you're not coming at something with
I have an argument about this, though.
hit me.
So I listened to like there's this podcast called The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe.
Yeah.
And a skeptic is not really, it's just a scientist. It's just a it's just looking at things and actually like dissecting the evidence, which is something that Joe Rogan would never do. um So it's like on this podcast, they would take like popular subjects and stuff and then actually examine like, so what is the evidence?
Yeah.
And like go through the scientific method on stuff like that. These were all like people that were like tenured professors and shit like that, and like majors in their fields or whatever, doctorates in their fields. I didn't go to college, so I don't know what.
I've got 3 stripies on my arm.
Yeah, they've studied. It's their life's work to study this shit.
Yeah.
So,
no, I get that. I just.
But it's like it's not about. It's literally just skepticism as. Because I listen to this, like Joe wrote, like he misunderstands what it's just a form of like scientific like verification and shit like that,
like a peer review type of deal.
Yeah, it's
like getting different eyes on it so we can see if this
and
thing
it's
that
literally,
it says it is what it is.
They would like break down science articles and stuff like that and explain like what was actually the hard evidence, and then like what was the theoretical part of these different things that were in the news at the time. Especially like science news. But it's I mean, it's just like it's the idea that it's not my job to prove that God doesn't exist. You're the one that came up with God. Like I didn't create that. You have to prove this thing that you want that literally to call faith. Like it's that kind of thing.
Well, that's why something like a religion or something like that's why it falls into faith, because you can't prove something like that. And then you get stuck into that concept.
And skepticism is just the absence of like accepting anything on faith. It's just it's the very pragmatic.
Well, my straw man argument, Chris, on this skeptic thing was just it wasn't so much coming from a scientific being objective of something. I meant in the sense to somebody who is being more contrarian. You know what I mean? Like I'm a skeptic of everything. Like oh, global warming exists. I'm a skeptic. You know what I mean? I'm in that capacity of it. That if that's what you identify of from the jump, then your job isn't so much to come up with a unverifiable truth. It's just to push back against anything that's supposed to be established truth. Which can be a good thing, but if that's your thing for everything, then it you two sides, like racism is bad. I'm a simp. Did you see? Did you see that thing that real quick?
But there are studies that say it's bad. You know what I mean? Like that it's bad for society.
Oh, I know. I was just saying shit. But did you see that shit? Ted Cruz said something about we need to stop going after. All these, wasting time doing this, that, and the other. I forget where the first 2 examples, but it was stuff that people could get behind. Like, yeah, we're wasting that. And then he was like, we need to stop going after these pedophiles.
Yeah, I did see that.
Like, whoa.
And stop hunting pedophiles. What?
I meant that that type of sketch. Like, all right, we're going a little far with this.
Yeah.
People are fucking kids thing. It can't be that wrong.
No, sorry. When I hear
shut it all down.
When I hear Joe Rogan and the word skeptic in the same sentence, I'm like, now wait a minute.
He's muddied the water so much.
Because the true skeptic view of climate change is like, yes, it's real. There's fucking 97% of scientists have confirmed it, and the other 3% are quacks. Like probably
work for Philip Morris.
Yeah, they're
smoking doesn't cause cancer. 9 out of 10 doctors recommend Paugh malls.
Joe Rogan's question everything except for Peter Thiel's real motivation.
Oh my God, yeah, and his audience is. You know what? Let me stop. Joe Rogan is funny and tall and handsome.
Oh man.
I bet he
Look,
had a.
I don't feel like I'm fine going down there. Like I'm not. Maybe I'm co-signing something I shouldn't by going, but I don't really. I don't interact. I'm not gonna meet Joe or I don't.
You sound like those goddamn assholes who went to that Riyadh Comedy Festival in Saudi Arabia.
Well, you know
You're
what?
part of the
Think
evil,
about the
Chris.
USO
All
for
right.
a minute, okay? Everybody thinks Bob Hope's a big hero when our soldiers have done plenty of war crimes.
Bob Hope's from Cleveland. Shout out. Woo.
Um,
Everyone's from Cleveland.
I know people are gonna get mad about this. I do not give a flying fuck about the Riyadh Comedy Festival thing. I just don't. In a world where like every corporation is chipping in on fascism and everything here at home, like what job are you gonna do where you're not supporting something awful at this point?
You know what? I was thinking that exact same thing, and if somebody would have just came out, particularly Burr and it was just him, and then who was another one? Maybe Kirsten, the gay Jewish woman. But there's a handful of people who, because everybody else is like, okay, we get why you're doing the bag, but if somebody like Bird would just came out like, dude, everybody I've ever worked for is corrupt. I get what you guys are saying, but like
Yeah.
there are no nice guys where I can make money from. So if it
Yeah,
was a
go
little more
like
of that, but his problem was he kept doubling down and kept having a false straw man. Like everyone's mad at me because I'm over here trying to show oppressed people comedy, and it's like, no, that's not what we're talking about.
I
And
wonder
you're
if
being
that's
disingenuous.
what he was sold as a from his agent and everybody too.
I mean, maybe his reaction, and this is me being a fan. His reaction did come across very, again, just like backed in a corner and just like lashing out at everybody because his everything he was saying didn't make sense, and it was just more so you could tell he didn't want to be in this thing of people piling in on him and shit like that. Which on a human level I can understand that, but I mean you've been the one leading the charge against the billionaires and all this, and then you go and you do comedy, and so even if again from your point of view it's like I can't, cause you could tell he's alluded to it on his podcast where he won't say it, but places people like Netflix and all these other people he's worked with who ripped him off, and he said like you can't even say anything about it because you'll get sued for slander. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's talked about before even being in dictatorship countries and how it's not that bad long as you don't get out of line. And he was joking, but he was being for real. So I would imagine going through all that and getting to this point, and then now people, it's very,
We're in one now.
yeah, it's very, it's very Al Capone and the taxes. You know what I mean? It's like for all the shit you can hang me on, for you to hang me on this one. And so I think that was his level of pushback in it. But yeah, you talked all this shit about billionaires, so
I
the
mean,
optics of it, at least
I get
acknowledge
it,
that.
but let me ask you a question.
What's
Let me put it to you and the audience this way. Think about, and I know it's a different scale of money and everything, but what I thought about it, I was like, if I look at like the difference that like just $100,000 would make in my life over the in what's left of it, like the what I could do with that in terms of like fixing a lot of issues I have and getting things that I need and helping my kids with things and like I would do it right now. I'm not no they would never ask me. I'm not famous, but I would fucking do it
Ladies
for
and gentlemen, Chris Paugh
$100,000.
doesn't have a soul. Okay, he's not gonna struggle for the struggle.
Let me tell you something.
He's selling out.
I've seen thousands.
Hypothetically, there's not even money on the table. This is a hypothetical, and he's already
Yeah, I'm not even gonna play, man.
he's already signing up to fucking pee on Khashoggi's grave. Thanks,
Listen,
Chris.
I've seen thousands of dead bodies. If you're new to the show, I pick up bodies for funeral homes,
Bringing out the
and
dead.
not a single one of them were like, man, I wish I hadn't taken that money.
Well, here's the thing: the difference between you and like, especially a Burr or something like that, is like that. Whatever money they gave him wouldn't make or break him, but that money would make or break us. So I do get that. I saw a
Yeah,
comic who
that's the
shall remain
difference.
nameless who was posed, and you could tell he was in Saudi Arabia by the way he was dressed, and he hasn't gotten any flack as far as I know, and
Yeah, Bill Burr got the most.
and you could tell because he's a younger comic, and all the I was looking at all the comments under his thing, and everybody's like, oh, it's kind of bit, congratulating him, stuff like that. So I think again, it's the optics of it. It's for one, if you're a comic like us, we're just like six figures, but we could literally pay off whatever debt we have. We can put something down on a house. We can afford to put something into our comedy and travel around to different places. So
Yeah,
it would make more of a change in our lives materially for the better. You know what I mean?
I feel like if I'm Bill Burr, I'm 50 something. I got a small kid. I'm putting money in the bank. I'm putting the money in the bank, spending 1 week of my 50 something years in a shitty like a place where they do shitty things. And my takeaway is like a couple of $1,000,000 for my kids and shit like that. Fuck you, man.
America, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Okay, this is how
Yeah.
they get us all. So would you
I don't
sign? Would
know.
you sign up for
I'm
ICE, Chris?
I'm being hyperbolic for.
$50,000 signing bonus to arrest your fellow citizens. They'll erase
No, I don't want to do
your
that.
student loan debt.
I
I
don't
saw
want
a meme that was talking about that. It was like, why they offer to erase student loan debt for anybody who signs up for ICE. Because none of those motherfuckers went to school.
to. Nobody that went to school is gonna go.
There's no debt to erase.
They're not spending a dime on that.
As
No,
a
I'm
person
being
who went to community college, I can concur with that.
I'm being hyperbolic as far as fuck you, man, and like
I
just
I
the
know,
audacity
I know,
of it.
I am too.
It would if I were in a different position, and like knowing the right and wrong of it. I think if I already had the money, like Shane Gillis didn't go.
Shane Gillis didn't go, but like I'm also not gonna like. I told you, like I don't hate Shane Gillis, but I am not a Shane Gillis fan, so I am not about to be like, like, oh, he's one of the good ones, like because again,
The good what? Excuse me.
you know. Cause and God bless him. I ain't being the friends police, but he pals around with all these people anyway. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you can be the whole Henry Hill. I'm not a made man. I just hang with all the people in the mafia and do exactly what they do, but I can't be
Well,
held to the same standards because I'm technically not in what they're doing. Fuck you. And the same with Tim Dillon. The only reason he's out because they kicked him out for actually mentioning the slavery that they do. So yeah, I'd be damned if I get
well,
fucking pushed into fucking giving them any type of artistic credit or integrity for I didn't go blah blah blah. Yeah.
I don't fault Gillis for hanging around that world.
I don't fault him. I just
being
don't like.
professional comic in this in America, right? Like you interact with these people if you're on that
I know
level.
and I'm probably go get when I blow up, Chris. Which is happening any day now.
We'll never interact with that level because we talk too much shit about it.
When I blow up, I'm gonna get the same thing. I don't know, man. I do get that. You know what I mean? It's another outside looking in.
Dude, right now there's another group of comics somewhere that are like fuck Chris Paugh, John Armstrong, fucking old motherfuckers.
Well, maybe for that alone, not through anything else. Like yeah, I'm yeah. I'm in the comedy dumps, America. Comedy's hard.
There's always some part of a scene that's judging another part.
Oh yeah, I remember when I first started here in Cleveland. So guys, who are in Cleveland or not in Cleveland, we used to have this group called the Accidental Comedy Group, and it was some of the more upper echelon comics in Cleveland. And I remember when I started.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
Upper echelon.
Yeah, Chris, stop it.
All right.
But it's to my perception of it. To
I
your point.
don't personally dislike any of them. I just thought upper echelon was a funny.
Well, when I first started, these are people who work. You know,
No,
they got
I
people
get
who
it,
know who they
yeah.
are. So in my mind, I was always like, and then as I kept trying to get different work, and then like trying to get them to notice you, and they barely notice you, and then that's when I get, everything's so clicky, and you got to know the right people, and this isn't fair. And
It's true.
which is that is true, but I do remember when I came to the realization that so many people aren't going against you. It's just that everyone has blinders on and they're just looking straight ahead. No one's looking to spite you. They're just everybody's so busy trying. This is.
They
is
don't hate you. They just don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, this is boxing. This is an individualistic sport. It's like, how much can I be on somebody else's team when I'm trying to hit and not get hit?
You work in the same. You do your open mics. It's like you work out in the same gyms and you're friendly and shit.
Yeah.
But they don't care about your boxing career any more than you're working on theirs.
Yeah, because when you're in that ring, you're by yourself.
But I mean, you do.
This is for the.
You have like your friends in the thing. Like, there's people that you hit it off like for whatever reason that you probably would be friendly with outside of comedy. There's some people you wouldn't be, but.
Well, and especially me. Like, as much shit as I talk, I am I have a very Switzerland. I get along with most people. So if anything, if I ever blew up, I would be that Shane Gillis to somebody else. Like, look at John with hanging with all these crazy white people.
You were a new guy that I was like, why is he getting all this stuff for a minute?
I don't know what stuff.
The upper echelon.
Again, perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go be silly in another room where we know you'll make people laugh, and we can underpay the fuck out of you, and then push you to the side when some other newer people come along, where we can repeat that process.
That's
and
what the upper echelons do.
Fuck yeah!
Yep, that is how it works. That's why I like when you look around at like your local scenes, and it's like once you've been around as long as we have too, it's like you don't want to be like. If we were in high demand in the local scene, I don't think that would be like necessarily a really good thing. I don't think that's for new people. We're like supposed to be leaving town a lot by this point.
As I had to cancel a gig today.
Yeah.
That was out of town.
I feel like we're I don't want to be a local. I want to be at least a regional comic at this point. I think I'm doing that.
Oh, you are, dude. Like, you're literally going out of town. Chris is just got back from Austin, Texas, and he's going back to New York and Austin, Texas because of his fabulous roast battle skills.
I wish it translated to stand-up spots more. It's been, but
the guy who can eat pussy really good, but they still won't let you fuck. The line of women want you to eat that box, and you're like, "Can we?" You're like,
"Yeah." Can you touch it?
Nothing. Not quite.
Can I touch it while you look?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Just.
I'll do it alone.
You eat box really good. We're gonna have you do that. Okay.
Just gonna pop a squat. Yeah, I wish it resulted in more stand-up stuff, but it's like been cool for now. I can go to a lot of cities where I know roast battle people now and book showcases and stuff.
Good networking, man.
But, yeah,
good fellowshipping with our fellow comedians.
I've had a very fun year because I stopped giving a shit about local the local scene. I care about
Ain't
it.
that how it be when you stop
I
caring?
care
and
about
then
it in as much as like we ran a showcase for a few months and like the roast battle here and stuff. Like it's not like I dislike anybody locally. I can't be 44 and 45 and still being caught up in the bullshit of like you know what I mean, like who's getting what and stuff like that. We gotta
That's
stop.
exactly
It's
where
gotta
I am.
end.
That's exactly where I am.
But it's just
In the
you know,
gossip.
the gossip is fun. But it's got to be recreational. It can't be because
Ooh,
I
I like
need to
that.
know this stuff.
Recreational gossip. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it can't be.
It can't be because I gotta have dirt on somebody so I can get booked somewhere. Or so I can just feel better about not getting booked. So, you know what I mean? Like I just don't. I don't wanna. I quit caring about some of the people that don't fuck with me, and I'm better off for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get over that shit.
Fuck 'em.
I did stop caring in a way, but not in a healthy way.
There's a ceiling on what you can do locally, and we've both
yeah.
been hovering at that ceiling for too long, and
Just hitting your head like.
yeah.
Looks like you can go further, but my finger's not.
But there's a window over there that goes to a whole other city, and you can do shit there, and you know, I also just like cause I'm old and like I said, I've seen a lot of dead people. I want to do a lot of things. I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's really lit a fire under my ass to like see more of the at least America for right now. I get my passport and stuff, but because we
don't get passports anymore, Chris.
I might, maybe you won't.
Today is October 18th. It's Saturday, and as we speak here in the city of Cleveland, as well as everywhere else around this great nation, they are having the No Kings March, which is a protest to protest Trump and his authoritarian regime that is quickly washing across the nation with fascism and just all around bad vibes.
Troops in the streets.
Yeah.
All kinds of awful scenes we haven't seen since the 60s.
Yeah.
Since the civil rights era.
It's going down.
They used to call the National Guard in for protest all the time back then, didn't they?
Well,
I mean, now
yeah,
it's
but
like
well, not all the time. It was what you see on TV has just been played so much you think it happened over and over again. But the difference is which is one of the reasons why this is so illegal, is the only people who can call the National Guard is the governor.
The state has to do it. They're supposed to do it themselves.
The president can't do it because it's illegal. But I mean,
also
if you're already a convicted felon who's running away from more and more allegations of pedophilia, it's like, who cares? I'm a rich white guy who's.
The other
what are you gonna do to me?
The other big difference is like Texas sent their National Guard into Oregon and Chicago. And that's basically states invading each other at this point.
Well, Texas has been doing this forever. Texas also sent Venezuelans up to Chicago, which is why when they raided that apartment building in Chicago where they literally dropped people off of Black Hawk helicopters and purposely went in a black and Hispanic area and zip tying kids in the middle of the night because they're looking for this Venezuelan gang, which they never found. But again, this is all just circular shit. We're gonna ship these people up there to your city, and then we're gonna send our troops to go get these people that we sent up here. Greg, that fucking Hot Wheels Greg Abbott, like, fuck that.
The guy's such a turd, dude. And also, Austin, lousy with homeless people.
Yeah, that's why that whole thing about Rogan and all these people leaving California because all the homeless people, and then I've heard from I've never been there, so whatever. But
dude,
I've heard
it's
from
like
so
they
many
fucking left and brought them all with them.
Yeah. But okay, I want to say this, America. I was at my job. My day job is So Chris picks up the dead, and I slowly kill people. I'm a bartender, so I bartend in beautiful downtown Cleveland. It's next to a hotel, so I get a lot of people who are traveling who come and sit at the bar, and I get to hear a bunch of conversations that I do not want to hear because these are usually people in business and people of means who are just judging the rest of the 95% of people in America beneath them. But one of the biggest things I always hear is people talking about the homeless in different cities and how people are always surprised that they're like, "Oh, Cleveland's nicer than I thought it'd be. There's not that many homeless people," which there is homeless people here, but it just lets you know how bad it is in other cities. I mean, one of the reasons is it's just cold here. I mean, it's not advantageous to be homeless in a place like this. But but what I hate about that whole argument, and you could just tell by people's tone when they immediately start bringing it up, is this whole value judgment of a city and its entire peoples by how many homeless people they are. It's like, oh, these liberal cities with their homelessness, San Francisco and LA and blah blah. It's like maybe there's a lot of homeless people just because A, people can't afford housing, and B, the mental health crisis that's going on in this country, because most people who are homeless, visibly homeless, that you see are going through something mentally. There are a lot of homeless people, but through public shaming and everything, most of the homeless people you don't see. They live in their cars and you just see them at work, or they're
Yeah, they
couch
have.
surfing
They're
somewhere. You
not
know what
as
I mean?
mentally ill. They have shame, and then they hide in the. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
they're in
But
just like little. I've seen around here some tents out in the woods and stuff like
oh
that
yeah,
off
and
of the
and, and,
road.
and around downtown, yeah, if you know where to look, yeah, you'll see it. But this whole value judgment that people do against cities, as if this city over here is doing the right thing, but this city over here, like San Francisco, is this place that is morally failed and bankrupt, and which is why they have all. And which I am not here caping for San Francisco or LA, because these are two of some of the most expensive places to live, and San Francisco is that way because of all the tech people that they've allowed just price out everybody in that city. So I am not caping for that whatsoever, and that's one of the things that lends to the homelessness. But people don't talk about that aspect of it, the capitalism aspect of it. They talk about it again as more of a social deficiency, or a social poison that's going on, and indicative of how morally bankrupt a city is by way of how many homeless people there is. And I'm here to rebuke and push back from that, because it's a bullshit statement. And when I hear that, it's very
Well, here's the other part of
it's
the
very
whole
Charlie
thing.
Kirk Black Pilot talk to me.
It's
What are you really saying?
if you actually look at one of these maps, cities are blue.
Yeah,
Cities
all
are
cities
blue
are blue,
because we live around each other. We see all the different cultures. We coexist. You have more empathy when you see people up close that are not like you. It's more like you're living on top of each other in the city. You realize we're all
So
very
it's one
similar.
big human fucking centipede.
Multiracial
How
human
much are you eating?
centipede.
How much are you pushing into the next one's mouth? No,
Uh,
it's one of those things where, and even
but you and then you don't you. So I'm sorry. I
no,
want
no, no, no,
to finish
no. Sorry.
the reason I say that is
This
you
is
you
called the
see
I Gotta
like
Get It Out or I'll Forget podcast.
Yeah.
We're both old.
the blue cities, because that's why it's blue. That's why you're more liberal the more you see other people up close. The reason that homeless people are in blue cities is because homeless people don't exist. They don't. Where are they gonna fucking live in urban areas? They're like, of course they live in cities. Like homeless people gather in cities where there's more people to beg. There's to hold up your sign and
Well,
like
there's more
for
services,
change.
and there's
There's more
actually
services,
and there's more that's
more
actually
help, soup
infrastructure
kitchens,
to even
yeah,
piss in, shit in, and sleep on.
shelters.
It's like,
all
are you
kinds
really
of
gonna go in the middle of of
s-
some shitty county? And again, the South, where a lot of conservatism is too. I mean, it's humid as shit, dude. You can't be in hot, humid ass, Mississippi, fucking Eastern Texas,
Yeah.
fucking Florida or something
Where the
like that.
fuck do you think homeless people are gonna go into the city in New Orleans?
Yeah, that
Or they're gonna go fucking live in a swamp with alligators? Like, people just don't think.
or even out
like,
out west. The reason they get it more than most people is because it's literally sunny and it barely rains. If there's a place that you're going to sleep outside, it's probably going to be a place
Texas,
like that.
Austin, Texas. They live under the underpasses up there. It's fucking. It's beautiful.
No.
Why would you go anywhere else to do that?
Yeah, so that whole value judgment on cities based
It's
on the
also
homelessness
it
is
disproves
just gross, man.
it disproves this idea that they're only going into high crime cities where there's a lot of homelessness and shit. Because they're only going into states that Trump has a grudge against some Democrat governor or
Oh,
something.
you mean the National
Yeah,
Guard?
they're not
yeah.
in Mississippi. They're not in New Orleans. They're not in
Ironically
Atlanta.
enough, the only thing saving Atlanta, ironically enough, is being in Georgia.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't like Kemp, because Kemp was he actually rejected the electors or whatever that Trump was trying to turn over in the last election. But yeah, I
well,
was thinking about that.
Georgia went blue last time, didn't it?
No, the time before that.
Did Trump win Georgia this last time?
Yeah.
They so fucking cheated, dude.
Oh yeah, he won all the
swing
states. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
that's
When I
weird,
saw he won Pennsylvania, I was like,
yeah.
where's my tinfoil hat? Yeah.
But
Well, luckily the good news is they're about to Supreme Court is about to overturn the Voting Rights Act, so we won't have to worry about that. They're going to gerrymander the shit out of the South, and no matter how much of a blue wave it is in the midterms, we're never going to get power back in this country.
Oh, good.
And so, to the point of this whole No Kings March,
yeah.
white people, I appreciate you being out in the streets, and I am saying white people because there's going to be a minuscule amount of black and brown people at these parades, because if you get a permit, it's not a protest, it's a parade.
Well, at this point, you've got to play the whole paperwork game because they're out here tear gassing people willy nilly.
And trust me, I'm being sarcastic and shitty, but we do have to, and by we I mean white people, have to step our game up a lot harder, because we're not going to get rid of fascism with cute signs. Honestly, I think the only thing that's really going to push this is like when the economy really starts to tank, when this AI bubble finally busts, and it's what's going to pop first.
It
Donald
has to
Trump's
hurt urban areas,
arteries,
not urban. It has to hurt like rural America.
Oh, that's coming. He said they're about to cancel SNAP benefits for the month of November. If that happens going into the fall, and you already got these farmers who are fucking going bankrupt because they can't sell their soy anywhere, and this dude just gave 20 billion. Wait a minute, no, 40 billion to Argentina. Like, so that's already happening. You already got people committing suicide, and so that's going to be the thing that tips it over, because it has to happen to enough white people, especially rural MAGA type white people. It can't be these limousine liberals or suburbanites, as they call them. It's really got to be like the face of what you would call, the flyover states of America,
the rural Americans,
the real Americans who just can't vote for their own interests to save their own life.
Oh man, they gotta, The amount of suffering that has to happen in this country for things to change every once in a while is it's just crazy.
Yeah. And even then,
meanwhile, this whole we're shut down. They're in there firing people left and right. Like, they got rid of the whole special education department. They're not gonna they're not gonna teach people with Down syndrome how to do anything anymore. Like, they're taking away all that kind of care.
Yeah,
it's insane, dude.
Yeah. These people. Well, they've been
Linda
plotting this for
McMahon,
years.
the wife of Vince McMahon, a woman we saw in a wheelchair while her husband made out with Trish Stratus. If you remember that WWE storyline,
No, I don't. I
uh,
had been out of it, but I'm
this is 20 years ago.
cultural osmosis. I
but
do know these are horrible people.
awful, just awful.
But again, this is all horrible, and we're sinking into a shitty, bad place to be. And but I tried to be positive, and again, these are a bunch of stupid, horrible, older people, and young people are starting to wake up. Regular people are starting to wake up. Fascism never works. So it just depends on how long we'll be in this, and if you really want to be
Well, I
cynical,
think
uh,
once 6
this
million
hasn't been
people
a-
die, that's usually when
yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh, wait a minute,
yeah,
this sucks."
yeah. You just gotta
Uh,
get there. Well, and you gotta kind of have somebody looking to liberate somewhere, you know.
Yeah, I mean, America should be here to save us any day, right?
You know,
That's usually what happens
you
everywhere
know.
else.
It's like, yeah, it's like, well, we've shit on so many people. Like, who would come and fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What you got shows coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna be performing in Riyadh.
The Riyadh Comedy I'm gonna try to get into Skankfest next year.
I applied for that and didn't get in, and then went and cried in a corner 'cause that's me. I got nothing. I got small shit coming up. I got something in Chagrin Falls next week that I'm gonna be on with the Ramon Rivas, and that Sunday I'm gonna be on Con 2, which I just did a show last week at the Canton Comedy Boom.
Are you
Which is-
doing one of the recording things?
No, it's just a thing.
Just a showcase or whatever.
Yeah. But I'll in a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be headlining at the Funny Stop Comedy Club, which is where I started comedy in
Nice.
Cuyahoga Falls. Shout out
Who's
to Pete.
who's doing that with you? Do you have?
I
is it-
think
We'll talk about it later.
I think Stone,
Oh, okay.
'cause he did the flyer,
Okay.
but he did the
Yeah,
flyer
he's
last time,
probably
and
he
was
always
on
does
it
it
last
when
time.
he's on.
So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, come on
Um,
down, guest you, of course. If you want to guest spot, you're in.
I gotta send out my emails.
So do I. I'm gonna put a crying joy.
My understanding is
emotion.
it's about this time of year that a lot of clubs start booking for the next year.
Yeah.
Before the holidays, they want to get the new year set up and shit like that.
Yeah, and it's just in wintertime it's more conducive for comedy anyway. So
Yeah.
it should be I don't know. I'm looking forward to wintertime. I have been working on some new stuff, not just dividing political jokes, but just irreverent stuff, things here and there. So that's exciting.
I'm rounding out. I've been working on it for a while, but I have a half hour I'm going to be recording sometime next year.
Nice. This is what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Do you have a venue?
I don't know where I'm going to do it yet. I haven't decided. I was thinking about Coda. I like the look of it, but there's like a big beam in the middle of the stage.
Yes. I yes and yes. 'Cause I
Yeah,
just got
that.
to do Coda for the first time in forever. And yes, I love the feel of that room. I love the low ceiling. You got to walk into it. There's a funky vibe going. But yeah, that one beam kind of cuts off some of your.
Yeah, it's Gabe Gary, check out his special. He did it there, and it looks pretty good, but the beam is very noticeable.
Yeah.
It's very much
Maybe you could
in
put
the
a
shot.
a camera on the beam.
I was thinking maybe I
have a really
yeah.
close up like
put
count the
wrap
pores
a
on my face.
wrap a green screen around it and erase it from the video.
There you go.
But yeah, that I got a Pittsburgh thing. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram if you want. I post it all
Yo, TikTok has been sold.
there. Did the Chinese have it again?
No, I think Larry Ellison's got it.
Who's that?
One of the billionaires who's trying to ruin our lives, Chris.
Oh, god damn it. Of
So they
course
said
it is.
they said they're gonna start like clamping down on certain shit. So.
Liberal hate speech.
Hell yeah.
Anti-fascism's hate speech.
Antifa. We're coming for you, Antifa.
They battle last week with Jay Light. Shout out Jay Light. He called me Uncle Tifa. Very funny. One of many very good jokes at my expense.
Uncle Tifa. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your Twitter or Instagram?
I got nothing. I got a MySpace that I haven't been keeping up with.
MySpace. You mean Instagram?
No, MySpace. No, John Armstrong Comedy at Instagram. It's linked to my website www.johnarmstrongcomedian.com is found on my Instagram.
I can't believe that you just said the W's.
I did. So what? I am old. We are old. I am old. All right. A link to my special John Armstrong Against the World is on there. I'm really close to 1,000 views on YouTube, so if you can get me to 1,000, that would be much appreciated. It's a very funny special. I'm very proud of it. I am getting better at promoting myself. I have to remember, like, hey, John.
It is very good. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I don't usually watch. I'll usually, if somebody brings it up, I'll be like, oh yeah. But I don't. You know me. I don't compliment for no reason.
I got a compliment unsolicited from the Chris Paugh. So yeah, check it out. It's a good time, and I'm actually gonna be looking to try to film something here again soon-ish, just because like content, man.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk about it.
Let that algorithm take advantage of me and all the free shit I'm giving.
We'll talk about it. I think we're gonna
Pigs at the trough. No, I'm sorry.
We're gonna do some more showcases for 2026.
Oh hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, dude, how did the comedy fest turn out?
I was only there for roast battle, which was really fun. My battle didn't go. I bombed a little. My jokes just, dude. I got so much shit for my old person references. Like 2 of the people on the panel were very young, like Instagram influencer kids that are like, funny and everything. It's nothing wrong with them. It's just, they're just very young and didn't know what I was talking about. And
who the fuck is Monica Lewinsky?
Neither did the crowd. The crowd was also skewed very young. God. So I did like Lunette the clown reference that just dead silence.
I don't know who that is either.
All right.
Who is that?
It's like a Canadian kid show that was on in the 90s and 2000s.
Okay. If you're going Canadian, it got to be Degrassi or nothing else. That's all people know.
Well, I figured
and
because
even then, it's a different classes. Now it'll be like the Drake class. I know, like the old school Degrassi.
Here's why I thought it would work. This is Northeast Ohio, and we share airwaves with Canada pre-digital. So if you were old enough to grow up with like an antenna TV or whatever,
oh yeah,
you saw this show. A lot of people know it.
Plus, I'm joking, but like Kids in the Hall and all that. I mean, Tom Green, like Canada. It was very, Canadian culture was very ubiquitous down here. So yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we picked up some Canadian channels and stuff here.
Yeah. Who doesn't like Ryan Reynolds and stuff, Rogan?
I don't think they were on the cable access that we watched here in Ohio, but yes, it's also
Chris,
Canadian.
Blanket statements, okay?
Yep.
They're all one amalgam of a human being.
But
they say their A's funny.
A?
They're very entertaining.
Mike Myers, Canadian.
Oh yeah, love Mike Myers, dude.
What was my other?
So I Married an Ex-Murderer.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you
ever made.
This one too. I Miranda Cosgrove. You know who that is? The iCarly girl.
Yeah.
I tried to make the joke because this person looks like Miranda Cosgrove, but generic. So what I tried to say was.
Did you say Timu?
Thank you. No,
Okay.
No, everybody does it. I'm sick of it. the joke was gonna be thank you Miranda Costco. Pretty good, right?
Right.
For generic,
Yeah.
I said Amanda Costco and nobody got it. And then I doubled down and I was like, of iCarly fame, which is the worst phrasing, the most cheesy old man way to like. And then that got a laugh, but that got the like, oh, you fucking idiot. You meant to say Miranda. So basically, all I did was go up and for several jokes tell people, hey, I'm almost 50. Isn't that funny?
It's like the meme with the nurse around the old person, like, sure, grandma, let's get you to bed.
It was, it was a very embarrassing Bob.
It's the A-Team, B.A. Baracus. How can you not know?
I heard fucking our friend Cam Godfrey laugh the loudest in the back, which is like anytime you hear a comic laugh in the back, you know you fucked up.
Oh yeah.
You know it was bad.
When you can pick out distinct voices and you can't see anybody and you can feel the void of quiet that's just ignoring you.
Except
and then
for
the voice back here, like
the two comics.
yes,
whatever.
that are all the way in the back, and you're just like, oh, okay, that's whatever breaks up that big patch of nothingness that I just helped.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Well, that's comedy, man. Sometimes it goes over well.
Yeah.
Other times you gotta go to Riyadh and
You
sacrifice your values.
You gotta bank some money up. To clarify, I don't know, man. I probably would take the money, but I'm not as cavalier about it as I portrayed earlier.
Well, it's the whole it's the the old at school. How much money would it take for you to suck a dick, like, and then eventually people are gonna get to a price where they say, yeah, so you're saying you are whore regardless.
Yes. So. Also, I've spent gas money to do it before, so
there wasn't even a comma in front of that one. we were in Netflix and chill territory. Yeah. I don't
how much
know.
how much would I pay? Well, I had to drive like 15 or 20 minutes away.
This is my Riyadh.
This podcast.
No. We're not getting paid anything, dude. At all. At all, dude.
But yeah, this is the NSFW Cleveland podcast. This is if this is your first one over here on this channel, I'm gonna leave the other ones where they're at. If you want to go watch the previous episodes, they're over on the RBL Cleveland podcast, RBL Cleveland channel, Roast Battle Cleveland channel.
It's like breadcrumbs of content, and then it'll lead you over here. To more stuff.
You can check those out. Subscribe to both channels. The other one's not just me, although I'm on there a lot. It's also a lot of Roast Battle content, the full shows and everything that we do here in Cleveland, and then there's like individual battles and stuff like that.
White people telling your mama jokes.
Yes, white people appropriating the dozens.
Yo mama's so fat.
To be fair, our fearless leader at Roast Battle League is is a black guy, Brian Moses. It's his brand and show that he sold to Comedy Central that with white Jeff Ross's help.
Nice. Yo mama's so stupid, she got fired from the M&M factory.
I will say,
for throwing away the W's.
There are no nobody does Yo Mama jokes though. That's one of the
I know, Chris.
That was one of the original rules actually. Was the rules were 5 jokes, no Yo Mama jokes, original material, and hug it out. I believe that was the spiel at the beginning. Anyhow,
so like Riyadh, they gave you a list of things you couldn't do.
Yeah, it's a cult. They tell us what we can and can't do.
Don't talk about our dear leader.
Our dear mothers, mamas.
We'll have they have a wing of the Cleveland jail named after me for all the comics that are exiled. Oh God.
All right, yeah, this is we're gonna wrap here 'cause these take forever to upload if they're more than an hour. So I don't know. Comment. Tell us what you think. Hoping that we have a few new people to this one, and some of you followed us over and shit. So
For sure.
yeah, I want to. We missed a couple of weeks. I want to let you know this is still a priority, buddy.
It's been hectic.
It's been a crazy
What
month.
happened last week?
I was in Austin,
Oh yeah, flags.
and the episode we had banked. The Wi-Fi was fucked up for a few days, and I just never got it to upload all the way.
No worries.
It takes 4 or 5 hours for like a 2-hour episode to upload. So it was yeah. I would leave it uploading and go to bed, and it would still be going sometimes.
The old LimeWire days, download music. You're like, I have downloaded every virus, and I still don't have Notorious Biggs ready to die in completion.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Like we said, sorry about the last couple weeks not having it, but we do have a lot of podcasts already out and banked. So if you guys want to take a look at that, and welcome and keep following us, and this is gonna be a good time. Thank you for supporting the NSFW podcast.
Thank you.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.